So I've always wanted to have that home theater experience. Now who doesn't want one? And I was actively looking for a projector which can give me those value for money features at a super cool budget price. And fortunately, I really found the perfect one. I'm talking about the Hiniso R1 projector. So in this video, I'll be showing you the top 10 features of this projector, and by the time you finish watching this video, I'm quite sure you'll just go ahead and buy this for yourself. And just in case if you do want to purchase it, the link to purchase it is given in the description below. So let's not waste any more of your time and let's move into the detailed review of the Hiniso R1 projector. You're watching Travel Tech. Let's get started. So the first and the most important aspect, that is the price. This projector comes at a price of 13,000 rupees only. That's less than the 15,000 price bracket and gives you the premium features which you probably won't expect in this budget range. This projector supports a minimum of 30-inch up to 200 inches projection. Now imagine your 65-inch TV looking so small in front of this. Now along with giving you such large projection area, this projector also gets a display brightness of 8200 lumens. That's quite bright, and you can even see the projector screen even in dimly lit rooms. You don't necessarily have to be in a completely darked out room. This projector also gets Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2, which means your screen mirroring your AirPlay is going to be seamless without any lag and without any stuttering. And on top of it, the Bluetooth 5.2 connection with your home theater system is going to make sure there is no latency in the audio, and you will have that properly synced and balanced audio experience. This projector also supports Apple AirPlay and Android Cast, which means no matter which smartphone you have, your Apple iPhone or an Android smartphone, you get to have your screen mirroring right on the go without any additional wires needed. This projector also gets auto keystone and autofocus features with a time latency of about 1 second only. This means you don't have to manually try to focus, you don't have to manually set the projector display to a proper rectangular orientation. The projector does this all by itself within a span of 1 second. So no matter how you angle the projector towards the wall, or maybe it's out of focus when you just turn it on, this projector can adjust the focus and can adjust the keystones automatically, giving you that proper rectangular orientation with that perfect sharp focus within a span of 1 second. I've personally tested this out extensively, and this projector really performs well in this particular aspect. So the Hiniso R1 also supports native 1080p projection, which means you get a full HD display on the wall or on the screen, and this is a completely immersive visual and is more than enough for any home theater experience or even your office presentations. This projector also has a wide input range with AV port, with HDMI, your USB and even 3.5mm ports. So in terms of having connectivity, this projector really excels in providing you all sorts of options to project any or every sort of device you want to project on the screen. Now in most of the other projectors, there is one aspect which causes some issue, and that's the fan noise due to cooling. But in the Hiniso R1, based on my personal experience, the fan noise is very minimal and hardly noticeable, and it won't interfere in any way with the audio output coming directly from the projector. The fan noise is a crucial point before you buy projectors, and the Hiniso R1 does excel in this particular feature. This projector also gets a displacement sensor which automatically adjusts the 4 keystones and the focus whenever, even when you move around the projector while the video is playing out on the wall or the screen. So the 1 second auto keystone autofocus feature works really well. I've tested this out personally, as said before, and it works flawlessly well. Another cool feature about this is its compact size, which makes it easy to carry around. So no more having heavy bags or large carry pouches. It's small, you just put it in your bag and you take it anywhere you want. This projector also supports most of the 4K formats out there, so you won't be having any compatibility issues in terms of projecting any 4K video as well. So these were pretty much the top features of this projector, and if you're already convinced to buy it, the link to purchase it is given in the description below. But if you do want to take a deeper look into the projector and you want to get to know more details about this, let's start up with the unboxing and even show you the on-screen settings of this projector and show you in detail what this projector is all about. So here's the Hiniso R1 projector, and straight up on the box you get the picture of the projector, and on the bottom you get some specifications that it supports FHD 1920x1080. It has keystone correction, hi-fi speaker, super bright and a silent cooling system. It also gets a HDMI, that is a high definition multimedia interface. On the left top of the box it says it supports 4K resolutions as well. So straight up in the box you get certain things, starting with the user manual, which is going to give you all the details regarding the package list, the overview, the remote control, and even the working method for this projector. So take a look at this once you bought the projector. So following that, in the box you get a power cable, also you get a 3-pin AV cable. Along with that you get a remote control, a HDMI cable, and some cleaning tools to clean the projector lens. So the projector comes nicely wrapped in thermocol so that it doesn't get damaged during transit. Let's open it up and see how the projector turns out to be. So here's the Hiniso R1 projector. Looks pretty smart. You have this Hiniso branding right at front, and here is the lens cap for the projector. Let's just open up the lens cap. So here's the main projecting lens, and on the back you have some ports such as LAN port, USB port, HDMI AV port, a headphone jack, infrared port for the remote control, and another USB port. And here's the power port at the back with 2 fans also coming up. So on top you have various controls. At the middle you get the OK button, direction buttons. So this is the return or the back button, the signal source button, and the on and off button. It's got ventilation holes on both the sides to dissipate the heat that is produced with it. So the projector feels very well built and premium to look at, but how does it perform and does it live up to its expectations? Let's move on and find out. Alright, so as you're seeing right now, this is the main home screen of the projector, and you basically get 5 options in this. The first option is the iOS cast. Basically you can cast your iPhone onto the projector. Then you get the Android cast, wherein you can screen mirror your Android smartphone. Following that you have the HDMI connection. You can connect your laptop, your Fire Stick, your Mi Box, basically anything with a HDMI connection. You can do that using this HDMI option. Following that you have the files option, wherein you can plug in a pen drive or a hard disk or anything of that sort and play videos using that particular source. Then lastly you have the settings option. So if you do head into the settings, you get a menu on the left portion of the screen. So let me just zoom in and show you some of the important functions the menu provides you. Alright, so on top, the first option which you get is the network option. Basically you can connect your projector to the Wi-Fi network. So currently I've connected the network and the status is being shown as connected. So this is important if you need to update the firmware of the projector. Following that you have the Bluetooth connection. So this is very important because using Bluetooth you can connect to your soundbar, your home theater system, your earphones, your headphones. Basically you can connect to any audio device and get the audio from that particular device when the projector is playing on the screen. So this means you don't have to rely on the projector's built-in speakers in order to hear the audio. So having this Bluetooth connection is extremely helpful. Heading back, you have the input signal option, wherein if you click on that, you have 2 options, HDMI or the AV signal. So currently most devices do use HDMI, but it's a good thing that this projector also gives you the option of connecting via AV port. Following that you have the display options, and if we head into that, first of all you get the brightness and color option. Into that you have the picture mode, and if we move on to show you, this is the standard picture mode. Following that you have the cinema, wherein the screen turns slightly yellowish. Then you have the vivid option. Following that you have the custom option. So let's just keep it at standard for now. Following that you have the auto 4 corner connection. So if you disable this, the correction won't be automatic and you will have to rely on the manual keystone. So I would recommend going on and enabling this because this is a much faster and an easier method. So as you can see, the projector is now auto correcting for the 4 corner keystones. Following that you have the smart recognition, wherein you have obstacle recognition and screen recognition options also given in this. So you have the autofocus option which can enable or disable. I would recommend keeping the autofocus always on. Then you have the screen scaling option, wherein the standard selected is 16:9 ratio, but you can also select 16:10, 4:3 and original screen ratio, and you can also zoom the screen based on your requirement. So pretty good options in terms of the display options. Lastly, you have the projection mode option. So this is a very important option for all kinds of projectors. The first option is the front projection, and as you can see, they have given a pictorial representation of what front projection means. So this basically means you kept the projector in the middle of the room and you're sitting behind the projector with the screen in front. If you move to the rear front projection, so in this scenario you have kept the projector behind the screen and you're sitting on the other side facing towards the screen. Following that you have the front ceiling projection. So this is useful when you mount the projector
on the ceiling and you project it on a display. Then you have the rear ceiling, similarly to the ceiling mount but from the rear side. So using this option you can properly align and properly orient the projector to give you a proper image on the screen or on the wall. So getting all these options is a very convenient feature and I really appreciate that they've given all of this. Following that, heading back to the main audio settings. So within this you don't have much except that there's an option called as sound effects which you can enable or disable. Then you have the general settings wherein you can select the device name and you can alter the name of the device as well. So if you head into that, you get an on-screen keyboard with the ability to rename the device. Let's head back. So following this, you have the last option, that is the system settings. If we head into this, you have the system info on top, then you have the language selection, then you have the date and time, then you have the system upgrade option. So if we head into the system upgrade, you get two options, local update and online upgrade. So if you have connected the projector to your Wi-Fi network, you can head into the online update and click on the button down below, that is check for updates. So it does check for updates and it will provide you any update if it's available right on the screen. So you can also locally update using probably a pen drive. Then lastly, you have the factory reset option to reset the projector back to its original factory settings. So even in this display, as you can see, you can note that the Bluetooth logo and the Wi-Fi logo is being shown on top. So this is also a notification logo showing you the status that the Wi-Fi is connected or disconnected and the Bluetooth is connected or not. So let's just head into the HDMI wherein I've connected a Mi Box 4K unit. So if you do head into it, it shows HDMI 1 1080p. So currently I've connected the Mi Box 4K to the projector and this is how it looks. There you go. Basically you have your TV screen on the wall projected to a large extent and you can basically do what you can do on a TV just on a bigger screen. So the color accuracy of this projector is very impressive and even the smoothness of the video that's being projected is very accurate and very good. You don't have any lag or any stuttering and this basically represents all sorts of colors and all sorts of images which you would want to see on your projector screen. So as you can see, this is a terrific video projection and you're getting a top-notch quality, and if you're watching this at night in completely blacked out rooms, you're not gonna miss going to the theaters anymore.
Alright, so this was the complete overview of the Hiniso R1 projector, a complete value for money product at a price of about 13,000 rupees. So if you're someone who is looking for a value for money projector at a budget price to get your own first home theater system or even for presentations at your office, the Hiniso R1 probably will never disappoint. So if you are interested in purchasing it, the link is provided in the description below, and if you have any queries, any doubts regarding this product, you can always write that down in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I hope this video has helped you out in making that correct purchase decision, and in case if it did, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Facebook, Insta and the WhatsApp page. The links to those are given in the description as well. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.